So they'll be calling you a radical. So Aaron Swartz. 7 years ago today. Annika died 20 years ago today. The Music City Miracle, Flutie. You caught that pass? Kevin Dyson, from here, my buddy. So everybody, this is the proof of Mimiism. Then we'll talk Aaron Swartz. Get your anonymous hat on. I know. Get your anonymous hat on. We'll talk Aaron Swartz. First, this is just more proof of the Mimiism America. Newport died. Okay, yeah. Alls we're hearing all over. I mean, there are hundreds of people everywhere. You turn on the fucking radio. His influence on me. His influence on me. His influence on me. What about his influence on the sea? Oh, he didn't have any. So what about, he was a, I mean, fucking incredible artist. But that's my point on this. And, I'm not blaming him, per se. He had enough tragedy to deal in his own life. His wife and daughter were killed in an automobile. I remember when that happened. But people that have the platform, have the field, where's their stance on the ecology? It's all me. His influence on me as a drummer. He was way more than a fucking drummer. That's my point. What he could have fucking done. He didn't. But, I respect him as the brilliant fucking, we call it the observational mind. I remember when I was a little boy and I got a picture here of when I was a little boy. I got that out for a reason. And I couldn't read. I fucking couldn't even tie my fucking shoes. I mean, I'd get all flustered when they tried to teach me these anal ways. Aaron Swartz, blanch, Swartz. I'd pee my pants, I'd be so fucking nervous, I'd just shake. When I finally said fuck you and self-taught and started walking through nature, I lived out here on the marsh, and then of course with my grandparents in San Diego, looking at the tide pools and just go for these fucking walks, for long. I mean, well, you've seen some of my walks last for months. And started to self-teach. I remember when I finally self-taught to read and I picked up a book, and Cannery Row, too young? Monkey Wrench Game, too young? I was pretty fucking young when I read those books, and I was like, I remember my mom's like, here, read this book. I thought I asked you to read this book. I read it. You couldn't have read it. Oh, I read it. I can read it. I remember reading fucking Steinbeck's masterpiece, that big, in fucking hour. Aaron Swartz. So I'm dying of cancer. Again, self-teaching myself how to survive cancer. Self-teaching on everything. Self-teaching, Father McKay Brody. Self-teaching. What happened, Gorky? Get over here. Roma. How did Gorky go? Same way Aaron Swartz went. Exact same way. Same place. Within fucking walking distance. I mean, the bone marrow transplant center fucking dying of AML leukemia, fighting back, fighting for the ecology, fighting for the sea, fighting. Don't put me fucking down as arrogant, because my mind is not foreign to any fucking government. Think about his lyrics. He wrote all those fucking songs. What he could have done. I understand and I respect his art, what he could have done. Brain cancer ain't no fucking joke. He didn't tell anybody. 3.5 fucking years. Right in the fucking death zone. We know factually the more you are open about your cancer, the better the survival rate. We know these factually. I self-taught myself all that. I self myself for the externalization of the grief. And there's nothing more fucking grieving than cancer. Dying of cancer, and oh do I know, 20 years ago today. Both the loves of my life died of fucking the same disease. Externalizing. The zenith of life is comfortability. That's what all these fucking, LA fucking dolls think. When it's actually the opposite. The zenith of life is not comfortability. Now, I got to make some choices because I don't have very much money. I can hardly have any, But I need to get to San Diego. I should be there today, but I'm not. And tide pool, but I've got to be at the Bear River Massacre on the 29th because I wasn't there last year. in Idaho. But I need to get a lot of work fucking done. So back to Aaron Swartz the gem, the self-teacher. And by the way, Reddit sure the fuck don't get it. There's a fucking they have a fucking thread on Kevin Blanch. When I was friends with fucking Aaron Swartz. I mean, that's it's fucking hilarious actually. How they capture everything, how they steal everything, how they take everything. So I'm dying of cancer, as you know. I'm in the bone marrow transplant. You know, I ain't going nowhere. Finally, the doctors gave me a thing to get out, be checked, because I wanted to go to New York, see my friends, see my family, see my people. And Aaron Swartz was having a sentencing hearing in Brooklyn today. This is important. So I did this incredible interview. I'll try to find it. With the guy who started Earth Day. He's changed Earth Day to today, to 1/11. He's Canadian in Canada. We did this fucking interview with a girl out in the middle of Nevada on a podcast, he and I. Well, I went off numerologically, he went off numerologically. I was telling him that my thesis on 1/11, after he told me to switch to 1/11, says Aaron Swartz, Alexander Hamilton, you know, I did all that work, was born 1/11. Not only did Hanukkah die on 1/11, so did my father. So did so much happen, you know, and we went on about, and he told me his thesis on the sun, the moon, the 1/11, the number, Earth Day. We both just went. Both, you could just see both the observational minds, his mind just going click, 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 click. You know how it goes, anybody who has one. Neil Perth, when it's on fire. When it's on fire, you don't have to write anything down, it just comes out. That's how I write. That's the data, that's the improv, that's the artist. Isn't his influence on me as a drummer? That's so I'm sick of fucking listening to it. That's all I hear, because I listen a lot to music podcasts, you know, big things like fucking Hagar has a fucking thing on Sunday morning now, and fuck. Are you a Hagar or are you a fucking Roth guy? I'm not fucking either one of the fuckheads. They're fucking douchebags. I like their fucking, I'm a Alex and Eddie Van Halen fucking guy. You know, 5150 at Pasadena on fucking chemo on fucking Balco. So I go to New York, Aaron Swartz, for the, I'm fucking so sick, I can barely walk or move. I'm in the courtroom, right there. Walk home, and I'll never forget it. That afternoon I flew home. I didn't know he'd went home and hung himself. I was in there listening to the fucking Heyman and Ortiz, these fucking Obama fucking, I mean, anybody that thinks that Obama was the fucking lefty champion, I mean, he was Bush. Just like fucking any of these fucking righties think Trump's your cow, fuck Trump. He killed him at Detroit. Trump is Bush. Kavanaugh, he loved his cow, he loved it. Who's that? The Supreme Court Justice? Hello, you stupid. Do I have to connect the fucking dots? So, I broke down that after, the only time I broke down by cancer, the only fucking time I really fell apart. My dad was like, oh my God, what is the matter with you, brother? I think I'm going to die. I can just feel death all over me. I was in Brooklyn. I didn't find out till a few days later. That's how we started the Million Mass March. That's what it was started on. With, you know, some ex-Black Panthers kids and, you know, and not Tupac's mom. God. Too bad she don't. You think about him, self-taught. They take him Harvard, Yale, fucking, put him up on the fucking table and they kick the table out from underneath him. Self-taught, now Reddit, taken over and does a thread on Kevin Blanch, who I've fucking supported and been involved with Aaron Swartz more than probably anyone. You know, I remember the first time I met him in the candy store in Williamsburg. Those girls, including my daughter, they took over an old fucking, and that's when fucking Williamsburg was hardcore, not yuppity fuckingville. I mean hardcore into the BQE. And they took that old candy store and they turned it into fucking their little house. With their own hands, built well. Those beautiful girls, fuck, anybody was hanging around that fucking place. Including Aaron fucking Swartz. Including fucking, so, we do our gig at Washington Square, we were leading up. Unloading the PhD. Why do you think people don't understand that they have total control of all the PhDs. They have total control. That's what he was doing. Now, by the way, I've held the brick in my hand. I know, I have this friend who's so fucking autistic, it's unbelievable in New York. He shows up, claims he has it deciphered, into a fucking little brick. And he says, you want it? And I says, what, get on a fucking plane with that? What, you want me to get fucking shot down like the Ukrainian fucking plane? You know? No. No, I've held it in my hand. Is it real? I don't know. This kid's pretty fucking genius, and he knew Aaron Swartz, and I mean, this kid's the observational, autistic fucking mind like I've never fucking met, and boy, do I know that mind. Fucking sad. What a sad fucking day today. She died at sunset, right as the sun, not faking it like Ray Gun did. Birthday. Aaron Swartz did this within feet where he did this. Or did he do it? You know, well, doesn't matter. They put the table up and kicked it down there. You know, by the way, Luann did the same thing not far from there. Mick Jagger's girlfriend. Fuck, please. I know she grew up right down the road from me here, which is the Boonies. The artists. Think about metaphorical with that. Van Gogh, cutting her ear off, hung herself with her own orange scarf. You know how tall she was? She had fucking legs as long as fucking Mick Jagger is tall. You and her used to ride around fucking drink together right here. Fuck, she was a fucking something else. What a fucking day. 111. Aaron Swartz, Aaron Swartz. We started the Million Mass March. At one point we had 7 million fucking people participating. What happened to it? They hired internet trolls. They fucking went after us. They slandered us. They starved us out. Nobody could get any money. Any activist that was involved, they've made sure that no one will touch us, no one will hire us, no one will fucking take. That's how they've done it. They're not going to jail us. Because then, of course, Julian Assange, but Julian Assange didn't get jailed in the United States. Julian Assange got fucking in the Queens. The fucking worst thing Julian Assange ever did, and I knew it when he did it, was go there, and he was no Aaron fucking Swartz. You know, by the way, he's the one that put Trump in, the internet put Trump in, but that's what Trump does. His useful idiots, he called them. Julian Assange, Manafort, Flynn, his fixer, Cohen, look where they all are. That's what fucking he's your counterculturist. It's Aaron Swartz. A little Flutie, a big John. This is important, because Doug Flutie is probably the most underestimated fucking, I'm about Flutie size. How good was the fucker? Oh, it's too short. That's all we ever heard. It's not big enough. Fucking won 6 Grey Cups. Comes to fucking the Titans, Tennessee. Runs off 7 in a row. Gets him in the playoffs. And Bum's kid, who was no Bum Phillips. He was the opposite of Bum Phillips. He benches him for fucking Big Johnson. And they lose on the music. By the way, I still say it's Fort Pat. You know, I know Dyson. He's from here. He's... Not only that, Dyson, that catch in the Super Bowl that was going to go in, at the time was probably the biggest play in the Super Bowl. He got tackled, but pretty amazing. The catch, I remember that day, that was 1984. The fucking real Hail Mary. Fuck, what a Hail Mary. Dynamite comes in small packages. By the way, I ain't that fucking small. I'm really not that small, and you can ask several females that watch these videos, because they know. Because I give myself away. I give myself away. So I'm in the airport. I get a phone call. The Princeton Review. We want to interview Kevin Blanch. We're doing a piece on Fukushima. Well, I got a layover here. It's fucking snowing. I'm out at JFK. We can come out. Who's we? They come out with another one of the muck fucking papers. Come out. I'm sucked up. I'm fucking skinny. I'm sick. You know, and I used to wear these. So, got them on. Got my Fukushima shirt. They're videoing and interviewing him. Recording. We're talking Fukushima, you know, blah, blah, blah. Megan Rice, you know, breaking into Y12, blah, 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 you know. My whole shtick, you've heard. I get to the point, I says, well, you know, I'm fucking sick. I'm dying of cancer. I'm full of leukemia. And we started, you know, and he says, do you blame your leukemia on Fukushima? And I says, partially. I says, but radio Roundup, the poisoning of the planet, I live in an, you know, and I went on this dissertation about my Fukushima thing where they're very interested. The synergist, this is just the crowning jewel. It just is going to fucking wipe out the ocean. It's going to kill things. This is the biggest, and it's piled on to everything else. It's a synergistic effect. That's the way life is, the observational mind. Then I start talking about being in the bone marrow transplant, going in and out of a coma, central line, blah, blah. And he says, stop, stop. And he says, well, I can't have this conversation, he said. I said, what do you mean you can't have this conversation? It's too hard for me. And the other fucking pussy says, yeah, me too. It's just too hard for me, and it's too hard for our viewers and readers. What? I says, are you fucking serious? Yeah. I looked right at him and I says, here. Fuck you. Go and if you print one fucking thing, I'll sue the fuck out of you. Fucking pieces of shit. You print one word about me, I'll fucking sue you. Fuck you. No. Okay, now go fuck yourself. And there was several people getting ready to get on the plane, standing right there with me. And they heard the whole thing. They all fucking clapped. You know? His influence on Mimi! Fuck. I was a drummer! Oh, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Fuck. He was way more than a fucking drummer. That was about his fourth best skill. I mean, he was the poet. I mean, he wrote those songs. He could have done so much. The me, that's my point. I remember when the fucking musicians who had the field, fucking, they were all over the environment. It was Sting scene down by the refinery, fucking, you know, Tom fucking Petty. I listened to the 991 call when Petty died, and I feel bad about it, because Petty held on to his anti-nuclear stance longer than any of them till free fucking gonna write her name in the sky over Mulholland. Maybe it'll break and flood you fuckers out again in L.A. Why would you be living in fucking L.A., any of them anyway? Fucking, oh, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. I came to Utah with a load of nuclear waste from Santa Fe Rocky Flats. They all know about Santa Susana yet because they're arrogant and they think they're above it. So, you know, everybody has done. Kim Kardashian made statements about Santa Susana. Fucking Stevie Nicks, everybody that we're all anti-nuclear. Petty hangs on to the thesis till 1989, free fall, gonna ride her. Don't come around here no more. I used to listen to that song every fucking day when I was fighting cancer. Scream it, fucking yell it. I got in a car wreck when I was a fucking kid. Crazy fucker was driving and Kelly threw a piece of dog shit. I was in the back of the truck and we rolled off a fucking cliff. Thousands of feet, rolled and rolled and rolled. Into the bottom of a can. I don't know how we all didn't die. We should have all died. The truck didn't sell to me. It was bad, really fucking bad. Front page of papers, blah, blah, blah. Kids. It was one guy who did it to us. A fucking piece of shit driving like I'm like, slow the fuck down, you stupid fucker. Up on some switchbacks at the backside of Ben Lomond Peak. We rolled all the way down. Like, I don't know how we lived. That's the first time I did someone mouth to mouth. I've done it a few times in my life. He's alive. Little Melina, I did mouth to mouth over here. She's not alive. I remember we're laying in the bottom of that canyon, dying, and that Rush fucking tape played over and over, echoed through that canyon. We're in there, and they couldn't get ambulances in there, and they finally had to get hikers in. And I hiked out. You know, I had one of the guys who was dying on my back, and I carried him out. I remember you could hear that fucking Rush playing all the way down so far. I wouldn't even listen to fucking Rush for a long, long, long time. Everybody was all fucking Rush fucking nutting on me. I'm like, no, it's too hard for me. It's too eerie, but I always loved his fucking poetry. And I always respected him. You know, especially after his daughter and wife. And I remember when that happened, killed in that car wreck. I mean, made me cry. Made me cry yesterday. I'll choke up now. He could have done so much, but, you know, I'm not blaming him. But that's my point to all of you. You celebrityism, you know, Mimiism, fuck, take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go. Just like Ronnie sang. I mean, he's me, and fucking celebrity TV, Donald Mike TV, fucking Trump. Mike TV and Veruca Salt, they had a baby called Donald J. Trump. I mean, I got this hit show on TV. I'm Cyndi Lauper. My true color. Oh, she showed her true colors when she went on Trump's fucking select. Can you imagine going? Not me. Not me. People come to me, whatever. I'm like, you're going to crop me and chop me? Here, sign this contract and I'll do an interview. Otherwise, go fuck yourself because I am the fucking media. So, I don't give a fuck how many people listen to me. Well, it doesn't really matter. Our post-ignorance army. And I need some funding. You know, get to California. Get back here to Idaho. For the fucking Bear River fucking massacre, then back to fucking walk the coast on the fucking return migration, as the whales are going to be important this year. I can sense it. I can feel it. You know, it's Earth Day today. You know, and to the great Aaron fucking Swartz, one of my favorite people, and well, fuck, not me, my favorite, one of Earth's favorite fucking people. Look what they did to him. That's what they've done to the activists. 35 years, Obama. Well, you think, yeah, that's bad. Obama put an 85-year-old nurse, my friend Megan Rice, in a fucking jail cell for breaking into Y-12, a peace activist, an 85 famous nun, Dr. Rice's fucking daughter. Both Dr. Rice's, mom and dad, daughter, Dorothy Day, the literal protege of Dorothy Day, Dorothy Day raised her. Literally. Go talk to her. She's still in D.C. I talk to her all the time. I'm there. Not only did he put her in a fucking prison cell, he turned down a holding cell in Georgia, built the hole for 3 weeks, for 3 years. Wouldn't let her out on bail and turned down the heat to 60 years and tried to kill her. Not my words, Megan Rice is in the trial because I'm in Knoxville at the trial. I'm sitting from here to there from her. This side of me, Mary Evelyn Tucker, the Yale fucking because holding one hand. When Mary Evelyn Tucker, first thing she come out was hug me. Other side, the first ordained Roman Catholic fucking female priest. Holding, I helped her write the answers to the, you know, St. Louis 13. You don't even know who they are. Did the same thing. They spent years in prison. Obama, we got her out on appeal. I'm the guy who started that petition. Millions of signatures. 2 to 1. Thank you to the judges that released it. But I wish Aaron would have fucking not done that. You know, I think maybe he would be out now, but I don't know. He wasn't willing to do 35 years in prison as a brilliant young guy. Can you imagine? You lock up that mind? Lock up that mind? You know, I still understand why Neil Perth was living in fucking toxic LA. You see when I work, when I get up to that neck of the woods, I work very quickly through there. Oh, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. I came to fucking Rocky Flats, Colorado, to Ogden, Utah, with a load from Santa Fe. Don't put me down as fucking arrogant, because my mind is not for rent to any fucking government. No changes are permanent. Long live Aaron fucking Swartz. We love you, Aaron Swartz. He was the greatest. Stay tuned. Mimi America. His influence on me. What about him? What about him? What about Neil? What about Neil? His tragic life. His brilliant tragic life. Taken. Taken. If you want to fucking do something for Neil Perth, why don't you fight the fuckers that killed him? Fukushima. Monsanto. Radio Roundup. The environmental toxins. Why don't you do something to fight for them? If I'm not living proof, fight back and you fucking live. Externalize your fucking grief. Externalize. The zenith of life is not comfortability. In fact, it's a trap. Stay tuned. Fucking Blanch Swartz. Long live Aaron Swartz.